Hiya, soldier. It's glad to see that you're finally awake. Give me one moment. I'm simply redressing your head. Oh, nothing happened to your head. It's just a little hot today, so I'm going to be putting on a little bit of a sweat rag so that way it can accumulate there, okay? Keep still, please. Do you want a little tighter, honey? Your chest. There we go. Is that good for you? Okay, excellent. Now, I'm here because I just wanted to check up on the way you're progressing, okay? All of your symptoms, all the things that basically could go wrong. I want to make sure that isn't going wrong, okay? Okay, excellent. Now, for the first thing we're going to be doing is I'm going to be conducting a breathing test on you. Frankly, a lot of the men in the ward have been getting a little sick. Their lungs have been filling up with a bit of phlegm, so I want to make sure that that ain't happening to you, okay? Okay. Now, would you mind, son, taking a couple of deep breaths, okay? Just like very deep, where you feel your lungs are reaching their maximum capacity, and once you reach that point, just let it all go. Exactly like that, okay? So, take a deep breath, hon. Just excellent, honey. Let me simply write that down so that way the doctor can have the note that you're doing quite well. Now, I'm going to be checking you for fever because men are getting sick with a lot of weird ailments. I want to just make sure that you're not getting at all sick, okay, honey? Okay. Now, let me just feel your forehead for a little while. I know it's a bit hot today, but I just want to make sure that you're not a little hotter than usual. The side of your face now. Okay. Now the other side. Okay. Back to your forehead. Okay. You're doing excellent, honey. You don't have a fever in the slightest. Now, I'm going to be checking for your pulse, okay? Just to make sure that your heartbeat is pumping, regularly as fast as it should be, okay? Okay, but let me just write down that you don't have a fever so that way the doctor don't have to come over here and check you. Waste your time and the time of the ward where other men might need some little help. Okay, perfectly checked out. Now, please give me your wrist. Thank you. I'm going to be checking it. I'm going to be using my two index and my middle finger. I'm going to be pressing down on the pulse. You can never use your thumb. Trick for the future, just in case you ever decide to take someone's pulse. Never use your thumb, because your thumb got a pulse of its own. So I'm going to be using these two fingers. I'm going to be pressing down on your wrist, and I'm going to be checking you for your pulse, okay? Now, if you like, you can count with me. I'm going to be counting all the way up to 60 Mississippi, okay? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi, 13 Mississippi, 14 Mississippi, 15 Mississippi, 17 Mississippi, 16 Mississippi, 18 Mississippi, 19 Mississippi, 20 Mississippi, 21 Mississippi, 22 Mississippi, 23 Mississippi, 24 25 Mississippi, 26 Mississippi, 27 Mississippi, 28 Mississippi, 29 Mississippi, 30 Mississippi, 31 Mississippi, 32 Mississippi, 33 Mississippi, 34 Mississippi, 35 Mississippi, 36 60 Mississippi. Your pulse doing excellent. You're doing very well, honey. Let me just write that down for the doctor as well. Pulse doing fine. You are progressing very well. Now, I'm going to be checking your ocular skills, okay? I simply want to see whether or not your eyesight was affected at all, okay? Let me just put away your file for the time being. Now, brace yourself because I'm going to be flashing a light in your eyes. And the light is going to test how your pupils are dilating. So, for the test, I'm simply going to be asking you to keep your eyes open. Make sure you're looking dead on me, okay? Don't look anywhere else. And I'm going to be flashing this light in your eyes. For the first part, I'm just going to make a strict check. And then for the second part, I'm going to be asking you to cover one eye. And then I'm going to flash the eye. I'm going to flash the flashlight in the other eye, okay? Okay, honey. If you don't understand some of my instruction throughout this entire course of the checkup, simply tell me and I'll just repeat myself, okay? Okay. All I want to do is make sure you're comfortable, okay, honey? Okay. Now, brace yourself because there's going to be a light coming. Okay? Just keep your eyes open. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now for the other eye. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent, honey. Now, if you wouldn't mind, please cover this eye and I'll check this eye, okay? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Now please do the opposite to the other eye. So cover this eye and then I'm gonna check this eye, okay? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, honey. Let me just write that down. Okay. Now, to check your peripheral vision, basically I'm going to be waving around my fingers all about, you know. I'm going to be asking you, I'm going to be putting them up like this. I'm going to be asking you which one is wiggling, okay? And you simply tell me which hand you think is wiggling, and I'll just scope out how well you're doing with your peripheral vision, alright? Okay. Now, here we go. Tell me which finger, which finger is wiggling, alright, honey? Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to switch it up on you a little bit. Alright. Okay. 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 Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright. Now I'm going to be testing how far you can see for your peripheral vision, okay? So once more, look at me at the nose, and I'm going to be moving my fingers out of your peripheral vision. You simply tell me when they leave it, okay? Okay. Now, look me in the nose, or look at my nose. Look me in the nose. You can't look inside my nose, honey. That's so silly. Now, look at my nose, and I'm going to be moving my fingers, okay? So, simply tell me when they leave your peripheral vision. Alright? Alright. 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 And alright. You're doing excellent, honey. Let me just write that result down. Alright. Now for the next test I'm going to be conducting, it's going to be to check your hearing test, okay? It's going to just to check your hearing. Just because, you know, the loud sounds can sometimes affect one's auditory skills, and I don't want to hear that you're, you know, losing your hearing. No pun intended. Okay, so I'm going to simply be sort of hand sounds in your ears, and I want you to tell me if you can hear them, okay? Okay. So, can you hear this? Okay. And can you hear this? Okay. Excellent. And you could hear that? Okay. Excellent. Now, please tell me, when you got back, did you start experiencing some ringing in your ears? Like a, you know, very high frequency of sound, sort of just buzzing in your ear? Okay. And has that been going away? Oh, as long as it's going down and you're, you know, it's going to be fading, that's what matters. You know, if it's constant, then that's when, you know, we have to do a little more checkup on you. But just next time a nurse comes around and she asks you that question, simply, you know, tell her that the last nurse you spoke to also asked you that question, and simply tell her whether or not it got better from my visit, okay? So, if it gets better, if the sound starts going a little, you know, lower and lower until, you know, it's gone, simply tell her, you know, from the last time the nurse visited you, it actually got better. If it remained the same, tell her that as well. And if it got worse, which would be quite, you know, wouldn't be quite preferable, tell her that as well, so that way she can mark it down in your file. And she can, you know, determine what the best route of bettering you would be. Alright? Alright, honey. Now, let me simply note down that your hearing is doing well, but you are experiencing just a little bit of ringing in your ears. Okay. Now, I'm going to be checking for your feeling in your hands and your face. So, if you won't mind giving me back your hand. Thank you, darling. Now, I'm going to simply be brushing your hand. Can you feel that, honey? Okay, excellent. And I'm simply going to be poking you a little bit. Can you feel that as well? Okay, excellent, honey. Now for your other hand, please. Thank you. Once more. Can you feel that, honey? Excellent. And I'm just going to be poking you just a little bit. Not too hard, but just a little bit. Can you feel that, honey? Okay. Excellent. Now, I'm going to be touching your face, so my hands are clean. I'm, you know, a certified nurse. I'm going to always be washing my hands completely. That's part of my job. But I'm going to be touching your face. Simply tell me if you can feel it. I'm just going to be brushing my two fingers like this, just drumming them all across your face. And you simply tell me if you can feel it, alright? Alright. So, I'm just going to be using one finger just to tap it, 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 tap it. Can you feel it, honey? Alright, excellent. And all of it is feeling just as it should be feeling, you know, there is no cold, sort of numb sort of feeling in your face anywhere that I've been tapping. Okay, excellent, honey. Let me simply write down that both your hands and your face are responding to touch stimuli quite well. Okay, excellent. Now, the other soldiers have also been falling a little sick with, you know, a little under the weather. So I'm going to be checking your mouth just to see what color hue of pink it is, or red. If it's pink, then you're alright. But if it's red, then you're starting to get a little sick, and you're going to be needing a little medicine. Alright, so in one moment I'm going to get my flashlight again. So I'm going to be using light again. And I'm going to be asking you to open your mouth a little bit. I'm gonna come in just to pull down your mouth a little more and simply flash a light to the back of your throat. So, would you mind opening your mouth just a little more, honey? Excellent, thank you. Now, say ah, please. Excellent. Okay. Just keep saying ah. Just gonna check. Alright. Your throat is as it should be. It's just the right hue of pink. There is no, you know, there doesn't seem to be any lines of, you know, scratchiness. So you're perfectly alright. Let me simply write that down for the doctor as well. See that you're not contagious with anything, that you're not sick with anything. You're perfectly alright. Which is an excellent thing to hear, considering how you're sitting next to your lieutenant. Lieutenant Dan is right over there in the other bed right next to you. So, even though I would say that you can call the nurses over to keep you a little bit of company whenever you're feeling a little down, but I mean, Lieutenant Dan, your lieutenant during this entire experience is right there, just ready to give you a hand of friendship. Isn't that right, Lieutenant Dan? I know he doesn't mean that. Sarcasm is such a potent tool sometimes. Laughter is the best remedy, I usually say. So do my pappy, but, you know, you checked out quite well. You're doing quite well. Soon enough, you won't even have to be here anymore. You can simply just go back and live your life as a veteran of the war. Alright? So, you're all set. Is there any questions you might have for me? Anything you want me to check out? Okay. Alright. In that case, have a good day. Would you like me to bring you some ice cream? We are selling some vanilla ice cream if you like some. Or rather not selling, we're giving it out. The food here don't cost a single dime, honey. Would you like me to bring you some ice cream? Alright. Excellent. Oh, of course I'm going to bring some ice cream for Lieutenant Dan. How else are you guys going to be bonding over? I mean, there is no better way to bond with someone than over food, especially if it's ice cream. Alright? Alright. So, in that case, I'll be seeing you soon, honey.